Hi, I'm Brian Mahon, founder of Igloo Insurance, where we offer transparent risk advice to business owners and families. Today, we're diving into Employment Practices Liability, or EPL for short. So, what is EPL and why does it matter? Well, Employment Practices Liability protects your business from claims from employees and potentially third-party contractors alleging things like discrimination, wrongful termination, wrongful hiring, wrongful firing, really employment related issues. Could even stem into wage and hour disputes or immigration claims as well. Hiring illegal immigrants. So in today's workplace, these things can happen somewhat frequently. They're usually not millions of dollars, but they can often be in the tens of thousands of dollars. It can both hurt your reputation, but also your balance sheet, right? So what are the major exposures covered by EPL? The most common one really is that wrongful termination. You fired someone without the kind of due diligence and paper trail, improvement plan, or multiple warnings. Discrimination, again, these are all kind of protected classes: race, gender, age, disability. I didn't get the job because I'm X color, or I didn't get the job because, I'm too old or whatever. Sexual harassment. This is often stems in the retail industry, high schooler working as a cashier, bartender or waitress, or even just around offices, right? Law firm or accounting firm, an insurance firm, some sort of professional services business. There's also an exposure of retaliation, right? Or kind of whistleblowing for reporting misconduct, or, hey, because I spoke up about X at my employer, I got reprimanded or retaliated against. I didn't get the big promotion. I had to start cleaning the bathroom or whatever. Also, failure to promote or hire. This is a little overlooked, but can be risky, right? Some of the coverages that comes with a full-blown employment practice liability policy, again, is third-party coverage, protects against claims from customers or vendors. I once heard a story of business that was very friendly. The front desk always had coffee and donuts, and all the various people who came in throughout the day were welcome to them. And then a delivery driver, was like UPS or FedEx, claimed that they were never invited to partake in the coffee and donuts. They were a minority. They sued and won a whole bunch of money. With these policies, you have to be careful that defense costs are outside the policy limits. So this ensures that legal fees don't eat into your policy limits or policy coverage. A lot of these policies can come with training resources, ask an HR expert, anti-harassment training videos, things of that sort. So you want to pay special attention for any wage and hour sublimits, immigration claims sublimits, extending reporting periods for claims made after a policy ends, particularly maybe if you sell your business, or maybe there's some sort of merger and acquisition activity going on at your firm. Some mistakes to avoid, right, when you're getting EPL. Don't assume your general liability policy covers EPL. Sometimes you can bake in a little bit of coverage into a business owner's policy or commercial package, but it's best to get a standalone policy. You understand the risk too, right? Small businesses are just as vulnerable as big companies with these things. I often start recommending and talking about EPL. Business has about 10 or 12 employees. When you kind of get beyond the friends and family of, a few person company, once you're hiring strangers, right? Basically, you don't want to skip employee training. It's actually mandatory in some states, so we'll jump into that briefly. The states are California, Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Maine, New York, and Rhode Island. Kind of pro-employee states. California, employers with 5 or more employees must provide 2 hours to training to supervisors. Again, this is anti-harassment, anti-sexual harassment training. 1 hour to all their other employees, and then you must repeat that every 2 years. In Connecticut, all the employers must provide 2 hours of training to all employees, and new employees must be trained within 6 months of hire. In Delaware, it only applies to employers with 50 or more employees. Training to all employees and supervisors, new hires and supervisors must be trained within 1 year. Illinois has employers must provide annual sexual harassment training. Restaurants and bars may have additional requirements. In Maine, employers with 15 or more employees must provide training to all employees within 1 year of hire. New York, it's annual, and new hires have to be trained as soon as possible. Finally, Rhode Island, there's just 7 states. Again, taking the stance similar to Delaware, it only applies to employers with 50 or more employees. They have to provide training to supervisors within 1 year of promotion or hire. So we work here at Igloo Insurance with best-in-class carriers. Our top picks for EPL coverage include Some of the local regional carriers can throw this into a BOP or a package like Erie or Donegal or Selective or Penn National. If you're looking for a standalone policy, often the big national carriers like Chubb, Travelers, the Hartford, CNA, USLI, Philadelphia, they all have employment practices liability products and underwriters that do a great job. So EPL isn't just a policy. It really brings peace of mind. It's an HR manager's best friend. So if you're kind of unsure whether your business is protected, reach out to us here at Igloo Insurance. We'd love to help, give some transparent risk advice, help you navigate the risks with, hiring more employees. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And for more videos, we'll see you in the next one.